Assalamu alaikum, dear students. It is 22nd of June 2021, Tuesday. It is class 11th, subject education. Dear students, as you know, we have discussed the pre-primary education, its organization, with special reference to organization structure and aims. Dear students, today we are going to discuss the pre-primary education, or we can say the elementary education, with special reference to organization structure and aims and objectives. Dear students, before we start, I would like to quote Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda says, I consider that the great national sin is the neglect of the masses, and that is one of the causes of our downfall. No amount of politics would be of any avail until the masses in India are once more well educated. The students, Swami Vivekananda was a great philosopher, a great educationist. He was of the opinion that without educating the masses, the general public, the people in general, we cannot expect the country to, to develop in a desired manner. We cannot expect the country to progress as per the aspirations of the people. Dear students, let's try to understand what is the meaning and structure of primary or elementary education. Dear students, elementary education is also known as primary education. It is the foundation of the entire superstructure of the nation which we intend to build. The beautiful house on poor foundation is going to fall like a house of cards under the slightest stress. The strength and progress of a nation rests upon the educational foundation of her people. Education is said to be the third eye of a man. Elementary education is crucial for spreading mass literacy, which is basic requirement for the effective functioning of democratic institutions, economic development, and modernization of the social structure. It also represents an indispensable first step towards the provision of equality of opportunity to all its citizens. Dear students, Mr. K.G. Saden, in his book Problems of Education, Educational Reconstruction, says that pre-primary education is not concerned with any class or group but has to deal with the entire population of the country. It touches life at every point and it has to do most with the formation of national ideology and character than any other single activity, social, political, or educational. Most of us who are concerned with the great work of elementary education should therefore visualize its problems and objectives, not in the context of dark, dingy buildings, but against the background of its ultimate ends and purposes. Dear students, according to so far as the structure of elementary education is concerned, primary education is concerned, dear students, according to Kothari Commission, pre-primary education can be divided into two sub-stages: lower primary and higher primary. Lower primary, it is of 4 years duration. It is comprised of age group of 6 to 10. Higher primary, it is of 3 years duration. It is comprised of age group of 10 to 13. Dear students, thus Kothari Commission has given a concept of 7-year primary or elementary education. According to the new National Policy on Education 1986 and 1992, there is 5 years of primary education and 3 years of upper primary education. Dear students, what is the structure of primary or elementary education at present? What is the structure of primary and elementary education as per the National Policy on Education 1986 and 1992? It is lower primary stage. It includes children between 6 to 11 years of age group for classes between 1 to 5 in 5 years duration with simple curriculum and minimum load of formal subjects, which more with more stress on learning of language, introductory mathematics, and study of nature. The students, according to Indian Constitution, the meaning of elementary education is the constitutional directive to strive towards universal education of all children between the age group of 6 to 14 years. The age of 6 and 14 implies an 8-year course according to the constitution adopted by Free India. The state shall struggle to provide within a period of 10 years from the commencement of the constitution for free and compulsory education for all children until they complete the age of 14 years. Higher primary stage. This stage includes children between 11 to 14 years of age and classes between 6 to 8 in 3 years duration. Here, systematic method of teaching and specific standards of attainment are to be introduced. The students, thus primary or elementary education of a child spreads over 8 years of time as for children between 6 to 14 years of age in two segments, that is lower primary and higher primary segments. Let's come to the new education policy 2020. What new education policy 2020 says about this primary education. Dear students, let's begin. According to the new education policy 2020, which has been recently adopted throughout the country, formally the education policy 2020 has been implemented. In this educational policy 2020, it has the primary education and pre-primary education has been divided in 3 stages. Number first is 5 years fundamental stage. In these 5 years, a child would be admitted to a school at the age of 4 years in nursery class, and at the age of 5 years he would be in junior KG. At the age of 6 years he would be in senior KG, and at the age of 7 years he would be in first standard, and at the age of 8 years he would be in second standard. So this has been kept as fundamental 5 years. And after passing the second standard, he would be admitted to third standard. There will be 3 years preparatory program. After passing qualifying the second standard at the age of 8, and at the age of 9 he will be admitted to third standard, and at the age of 10 he will be admitted to fourth standard, and at the age of 11 years he will be in fifth standard. So 2 stages. The first stage is fundamental, 5 years fundamental stage, then 3 years preparatory stage. Now 3 years the child has to spend 3 years in middle stage. After passing the fifth standard at the age of 11, he will be admitted to sixth standard at the age of 12 years, and at the age of 13 years he would be in 7th standard, and at the age of 14 years he would be in 8th standard. So this way he will complete this primary education with by passing these 3 stages. So this is the new education policy 2020. It has kept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. 11 years will be. The child will spend 11 years from nursery to 8th, and he will complete his primary education at the age of 14 years. The students, it is all for today. Tomorrow, inshallah, I will take up some other topic. Till then, bye. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.